what are we going to talk about today? I'm also a little worried because my dogs are in the other room and they're being kind of quiet. I know they're playing because I can hear them, but they are being kind of quiet. I want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and commented and just offered support and encouragement, whether on YouTube or on Facebook or both. It's been so nice and so encouraging, and it makes you feel good inside when people appreciate what you're trying to do. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. And I'm going to give this a go. I'm going to really give this a go and see if I can make this a thing for me. As like a hobby, not like crazy YouTuber. No, but so what I want to talk about today, I've got stuff all over my desk. I want to talk about the progress I made on my whips last week and then my plans for this week. So I'll talk about School of Magical Stitches insofar as what I'm doing and how I make my whips work. I don't want to go into all of it, but I do know that this week has been a really confusing prompt for everyone. So I'm going to try and go over that as best I can, at least how it applies to me or how I'm going to make it work. I'm also going to apologize. I am also trying a different filming setup. The camera is in a different place than it was last time. And so I'm trying really, really hard to look at you guys in the camera and not myself, which is right next to it. But it's really hard and really distracting because the camera's really small and my face is really big, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna try. Anyways, my plans. I do want to show some of the haul because I did get some more stitchy things. Not a lot, but I did get a couple small things. I just want to show them off. And then I also got stuff that's not stitching related that I thought would be they're playing tug of war. If it gets too much, I'll put them away so I can do this in peace. But anyways, I got some not stitchy stuff, and it's really cute, and I thought I would share it and just show some of what my other hobbies are, which I thought would be nice. I'm talking about books because I love books and I love to read books, and then that's pretty much it. Let's start with progress. Okay, so let's show you Thistle. I really didn't do too much on her. I'm kind of in this weird funk with her right now, and I'm not tired of her. Like, I still look at her and I'm still like, oh, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful. I still have a lot of fun working on her. It's this weird combination of like, she's almost done and I don't want to be done with her, so I don't want to stitch on her. But then there's also the whole like new start thing and like that FOMO where I'm like, but there's other things I could be working on, and I just bought all these other things and I have these plans and I really should work on those, and I'm just kind of like making up excuses. But I do need to get her done because she is a wedding gift. Like, she needs to be finished. And ironically enough, maybe it's not irony, but the other whip that I worked on this week is also a wedding gift for the same couple. So Thistle, I only put 200 stitches in her headdress this week. But she's I mean, there's just a few, like 100 left. I could probably knock her out in a day or two. I just need to make myself do it. So I am going to work on her this week, and I will talk about that. Oh no, Eisenhower has something. Hang on. Eisenhower had gotten a hold of some of my son's toys, so I get cleaned that up. I just put them away for now. We might hear them whine in a little bit, but they're together, so it should be okay. Anyways. So the other whip I worked on is for the, I don't know if I explained it. I'm just gonna start. Ooh, that's gonna be a knot. So Thistle is for the bride. The fairy is for her. I'm trying to like stitch while I'm doing this. Let's not do that. Concentrate, Emily. Thistle is for the bride. It's for her. I'm gonna work on her. The other one I started is for the groom. I explained in my other video that music is really important to him and his faith, and so I picked a whip with a guitar, and the Bible verse, praise him with strings, and it's a Psalms verse. I don't remember the number. But yes, so I'll show you what I did. I started this. I actually put 900 stitches in this one. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? So that, again, this is on 18 count Aida. It was called Rustico. I bought this needle minder. It's just a galaxy because I really like galaxies. I did not make this one. I bought this one. I don't remember who I bought it from. I'm really, really sorry. I made the one on Thistle. I can show you that one since we're talking about needle minders. It's just an owl. I love owls. And the same thing, this was a pin that I've had for a long time, and I just pulled the pin back off and attached a magnet to it. Like these. I want to do the same thing. So we have a cookie shop here. I'm on a ramble. I'm on a tangent. We have a cookie shop here, and they sold these little buttons and it's milk and cookies. And I thought they were absolutely adorable, so I bought them. And you know, pins, they have this, and all I do is just take like needle nose pliers, and you know, you just maneuver it, and you can pull that out. You pull like the safety pin out. So I pull the safety pin out, and then I glue a magnet to it. Let that cure overnight. Like I let it sit for 24 hours, and then DIY needle minders. So no, like I don't make the images. I don't print the images. I am not that creative, but I find things that I like, and so instead of then pinning it on a shirt or a bag or something like that, or where I could lose it, I make them into needle minders. Here's another one that I want to do. It's smaller, but I have Stitch. Isn't he cute? I want to make him into one. Anyways, so yes, 18 count Aida Rustico. This is like a really pretty pine green so far. Like I said, it only uses like 7 colors. It's really easy. It's been really quick. All that I have left right now right here is the word praise. Sorry, the word praise, and then over here is the guitar, and it has like some like leaves. I don't have a like a cover photo for it. It was a digital download, so it's on my computer, and I don't have a way of showing that right now. Whatever. Maybe I'll print one off at work and have it that way you can actually see it. But it's come along really, really nice. And on this one, I did not grid the back. A lot of you would, okay, I shouldn't say a lot of you, but I know a couple of you had commented about gridding the back of my fabric, and they're like, you'd never seen that, or you didn't think about doing that. I didn't grid this one. I do grid majority of the time. Thistle is gridded. I can show you. So Thistle is gridded as well. And I definitely do on bigger projects like this where I need to know what I'm doing, or if I'm starting in the middle or starting in a random spot. So she's gridded. I use those friction pens, the ones that are like heat soluble? Erasable? They're erasable with heat. So I usually use those because when I'm done, I don't know if I'll wash her because I can't remember if the fabric is color fast. I can always test this little corner, but I don't remember if the fabric is color fast, so I might not wash her, and I've made sure that I have kept my hands clean and have not let my kid touch this one. But I will iron her. I'll take her out and I will iron her and everything like that. And so the iron will take away those grid lines, but you know, there is that fear that if it gets cold enough that they could come back, especially in weather like this, that they would come back, and I just don't want to take that risk that the lines would show up on the front, so I grid them on the back. I don't find it that hard. You just have to flip your left and your right when you're gridding. And then once you do it though, it's there and you don't have to think about it. But yes, I like this one. It's going really, really quick. But I didn't grid the back because I didn't want to. I didn't want to take the time to do it. And I knew instead that if I just blocked off how many inches I need at the bottom for my like framing, I would have all this extra, because really there's nothing above the praise hymn up here. Like praise is the last thing, and yeah, the word psalm will go like right here, but the guitar is what's tall, so the guitar will go up, and I wanted to make sure I had enough height up here for like the guitar stem, like the head of the guitar. So, but yeah, it'll work. It's fine. I know how much fabric I have. I think they're fighting. Hang on. Plans. So let's talk about what I'm going to do this week. I have my laptop pulled up over here, which is why I'm... So I'm just going to explain the 3 that I picked and how it's going to work for me. So I thought that I would do... so the first one that I picked was to fill the cup with what frightens them the most and give them nightmares. So here's my logic. Hear me out. I thought, you know what, who deserves this? Gaston. He's a butthole, right? I'll say it. He's an ass. He deserves some nightmares, you know. And then I was like, I don't really have anything on my whips that frightens me, but what would frighten him? What would frighten Gaston? And I realized the whole thing with Gaston is that he's a misogynist and he doesn't like women. Like his whole issue with Belle is that she reads and is smarter than him. And I'm like, oh, it sounds like he has a fear of women. And did you know that the fear of women is called gynophobia? So which is really, because it arose from men, they fear women because it's really, they don't like the experience of being humiliated by women or being proved not as smart. They're not as intelligent, or so they feel emasculated. And so this is where this came from. And I'm like, you know what? Thistle's a woman. She ain't gonna take no shit. So I'm gonna use Thistle, and I'm going to say that Thistle, because she is a woman, is what Gaston fears the most. And I'm going to do my 200 stitches on her. Big brain. Then, I have all these random things open. Then I thought, okay, then I was like, let's break the cup and they will be broken beyond repair. And I was watching the homework video that Sammy posted on Sammy J Stitches. Go watch that as well if you want some hints and tips and tricks, because it's out, and by the time this gets loaded though, this will be old news. But for me, it's still early. But Vicky had mentioned you could pick pretty much anything that can be broken. And what can be broken? A guitar can be broken. We've seen plenty of musicians break their guitars. And so I thought I would do Praise Him with strings and put some stitches on here, because you can break a guitar. And then finally, I don't think I have it in here. This one I'm stretching. The last one who am I picking for that? Who do I want to break? I also was like pulled up a list of villains to try and figure out who I would want to break beyond repair. Honestly, the person I feel like I'm picking men. I'm gonna pick Hans from Frozen, because he was a jerk and he broke her heart. He broke Anna's heart because he tricked her by being all like, I love you, and he actually was a bad guy. So we're gonna break Hans. Now, finally, I'm also going to do Drink from the Cup and learn their secrets. Whose secrets do I want to learn? I'm looking at a list of villains as well. I thought it would be really cool to learn, I think it'd be really cool to learn Dr. Faciliers from The Princess and the Frog. He's the voodoo guy, the shadow guy. I think I want to know his secrets. So I'm going to break his cup to learn his secrets. and hear me out. This is where I'm also stretching. I think I can get away with the fear of women because that was clever. But, is it in this one? I did some research. So, did you know that the top part of an acorn is called the cup? See where I'm going with this? So, it's full of acorn and acorn cups, and I thought I could break an acorn cup. Or, because these are cups, there are plenty of cups, and so I will break them. Little fairies can drink out of acorn cups, but yes, the top of acorns are called cups. And so, ta-da, I'm gonna try and start this as well. I said I was gonna start it, I obviously didn't, but I'm gonna actually try and start it this week. I still don't have the ginger snap, and I'm not sure what to do about it. I'm sure I could substitute it for like a DMC. I don't really want to do that, but I'm sure I could, and if I really can't get it, then I probably will. But that's okay. So yeah. So that was my plan, and then I'm going to cast. So those are my 3 spells, like my curses, and then I'm going to cast mine on Hans, so I can do Praise Him with Strings and get even more stitches done on that. Where did this pen come from? So that's my plan for magical stitches. I didn't really want to do penalty if I didn't have to, and I just think this is a really fun prompt. And you know what? My stitch is gonna work because I'm gonna get all those stitches in. So even if I need to like do that first, I'm viewing as yes, it worked, as in like I got all my stitches done. So yes, it worked, and no, it didn't work if I wasn't able to finish the prompt. So that's how I'm looking at it. So you know what? I'm gonna make this work because I want to get all my stitches in. So there's that. Now let's talk about the things I bought. So I did go shopping yesterday. The trouble of having pets. My son and I hit up a few different craft stores yesterday looking for decorations and little odds and ends because we aren't gonna go trick-or-treating this year. Things just seem a little crazy. Things are a little up in the air. Unfortunately, where we live, COVID cases are on the rise again, and we just don't feel safe taking him door to door to strangers' houses, especially because we can't control what other people say or what other people do, and I don't want him to not have a good time though. So instead of going trick-or-treating, we know like our immediate neighbors, and I've talked to my husband, and we think we're gonna just take him around like our block because we know our neighbors will have stuff for him, since he's pretty much the only kid in our neighborhood. We live with a bunch of like semi-retired people. We didn't realize that before we moved in, and that's not a problem. I love our neighbors. They're great. We're actually a really close-knit little community here. Everyone knows everyone, and we all keep an eye out for each other, and it's really, really nice. Because when we have to go on trips, or our neighbors go on trips, you know, they'll pull our packages in for us, or check our mail, or, you know, check on the cat or anything. Or if we go for just a day or two, they'll come check on the dogs. And we do the same for them. And I love that. I love having that kind of connection in this day and age. So we know we'll go hit up their houses because they will have something for Caden because they know him. But we're not gonna do we're not gonna go out and like really go trick-or-treating. It just doesn't feel safe for us for our reasons. So instead we are going to do a Halloween party. So we are throwing a Halloween party for us. And then we have just a couple close friends that we have been in contact with, that my husband works with. And so we know we're all good. And they've got children that are my son's age. So they're going to come over after they do their little trick-or-treating. And we went and bought stuff for games and for snacks. I didn't get any food yet, but I bought all the stuff for the games, and I'm really excited because we're going to do stuff like pin the spider on the web instead of, pin the tail on the donkey. Pin the spider on the web, and like marshmallow toss, and build your own skeleton. So I'm really, really excited. We went and bought those things, and we got cups and plates and napkins and just all the little crafty stuff to make it fun. And I need to start working on that probably today and tomorrow, because I do work the rest of the week. And I don't want to get stuck doing all of it like the night before. Plus I still have to bake, and we have to make the treats. Cute, just fun little cute things. And I have to go get food and alcohol because the parents are going to need some like witch's brew. Wink, wink, if you understand what I mean. I think we're going to make like milkshakes for the kids. Anyways, I'll let you know how that goes. If I don't pull my hair out. So, anyways, bought that. I don't have that stuff with me. Once I get it more done, I can show you guys if you want to see that. Like what I do. I can take pictures and post it maybe in like virtual stitchers. So if you're in virtual stitchers and you want to see that, be on the lookout. But I did go ahead and we got all the floss for Harbingers. My son likes to do that, so I gave him the numbers. I just let him have the pattern and was like, find these, and he likes to go hunting for them. And then we also got all the floss for it doesn't want to come out. For Let's Talk Autumn. And I do have the fabric for that. And if all else fails and I feel like the acorn thing is pushing it too much, I can always use Let's Talk Autumn, because that's a cup right there. So, I could be very literal. But because we did go get all the floss for this, and I'm excited. And then I got another 1, 2, 3 stitch order in. I told you I'd ordered it. And I'm excited for this. So I got 2 more things of the Dental Arts threads in chalk. Grabbed 2 more of these, and then I went ahead. I also got one of their Tropical Ocean. I'll just do this because you can just hold it up against. Ta-da! I got the Tropical Ocean. It's this really pretty light tealy color. Because I think I mentioned I was going to do this, I went ahead and purchased the Peace on Earth, the year in chalk, December one, which is so cute. I do like this one a lot. I don't have the Schoolhouse, but it's so in few places. I don't know if I really am going to buy it. I might just substitute it for like a Christmas red that I have, like what 666 is like Christmas red. I also got the January year in chalk, and so that's where this pretty Tropical Ocean comes in. This is cute. I love this. I love the snowflakes. Yeah, they're just so cute. And then I must really like hands-on design, because I just realized that everything I got was hands-on design. And that's okay. That is perfectly fine. Now I'm looking at it. I need to stop. Okay. I got hello there, and I got the whole year. So it just says hello for all of the months. January, February, March, April, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I thought these are stinking adorable, so I purchased it. Do I need a bunch of things for the months of the year? No. Did I want them? Yes. So I didn't actually see what kind of floss it uses. It's just DMC, which is really cute. But I really like it. And then of course each one has buttons. And I didn't order the button packs yet, but they are in my shopping cart to get the buttons for it. So I have like the buttons for, I think I have November, December, and January in my cart for the buttons. But I really like that it's a whole book and it tells you how to like finish it, and if you want, there's a tutorial for how to do it if you want to look it up online. And I don't know, I really like that. I like that they're just like, we can help you. But yeah, so that's all I got order-wise for the Stitchy stuff this week. Not a whole lot, but I'm just really excited. I'm just in a mood. My plan, so here's why I did all this. I wanted these for my house. You can kind of see it. We have this like shelf behind me, and it holds our coats and racks and stuff and our dog leashes, and it's right by our front door. I think it would be really, really cute to kind of scoot the A over and scoot the picture frame over and stick like the current month in between them. I think that's my plan, like with these, and do those over there. And then for these, because they're like little squares, I have a magnet board on my desk at work, and there's nothing on it right now. And I keep staring at it thinking I should put something there. And I did have a calendar like pinned to that board, but we have calendars in so many other places that I didn't want that. And so I thought it would just be really cute. I could make those, attach a magnet to the back, and then I'll just stick it on that magnet board, and it's right there, and I can change it out every month. So yeah, that's my plan. Ta-da-la-la-la. So the other not stitchy thing that I got, I order stationery every month. I do a subscription called Pretty Paper Club. If you have not heard of it, I love it. It's inexpensive, it's great, and it's personalized to you, and I really, really love it. So each month they send you stationery goodies and then some extras. So you'll get, so like this theme was called Oh Happy Day. And they tell you the theme, but like, I love it. So, each month will come with like stationery cards. And because this one was called Oh Happy Day, it's a rainbow, and they're all personalized. So it'll have whatever you want it to say. So like I chose just my first name. So all of them say my name. This month, the design is all the same. They're all rainbows. Other months, it'll be 2 or 3 of a couple different designs, and I like that as well. So they're just cute little cards for you to write little notes on. Every month you get a card, and then she will also send you the envelopes. And so like this one, and they're color coordinated. So I've got 4, let me count. I have 4 baby blue, and I have 4 of these baby pink. And they're so cute. And they color coordinate. It's really nice. Everything goes together. And she explains, and every month as well, she gives you a little bag of confetti, and they encourage you to put that in with your note in your envelope. And she explains on her website, but it says BFF Julie tossed it in every note. Her and her best friend growing up and everything as adults would always share letters and write, and she would throw confetti into her letters. Unfortunately, her best friend has passed away, but she still carries on this tradition of honoring the confetti doing the confetti to honor her friend. And I love that. I think that's really sweet. And so I do the confetti, and I throw the confetti in there. But there's also always extras. And so this month, which I think is cool, there's a whole notebook. So this is a Pretty Paper Club exclusive notebook. I haven't opened it yet, but just from what I've seen in the past, I'm pretty sure it's just blank. Sorry, I took the other stuff out of the paper so it wouldn't do this. Oh no, it's lined. Some in the past they've been blank, but I really like this. They're really faint lines too, so I mean you could kind of do whatever you want, but it's really nice. I love stationery. And then last but not least, there's more goodies. This one, isn't this cute? So this is a pen, and it says Pretty Paper Club, and this is a bookmark. I mean, it doesn't have to be a bookmark, but I'm going to use it as a bookmark because I think it's cute, and I don't want to get rid of it. But it, like, says, like, what the theme is, and she usually includes, like, some little, like, here, I've got one. So, like, each time she'll have, like, a card, and then it'll say, like, what the theme is or, like, what's going on. And so this one is Oh Happy Day, and she explains, this is so nice. Our goal at Pretty Paper Club is to inspire members to keep connected with loved ones. This package is more than just stationery. You are part of the kindest club on the planet. Every card we print means the world to us. We are so lucky to make this club a dream come true. Thank you. So, like, it's really cute. It's really sweet, but I love this, and it's really affordable. It's only like $25. So, and you get all kinds of, you get everything you could need, just not a stamp, which I have a boatload of stamps, so it's fine. But yeah, so there was that. So if you want to write letters, let me know. I love to send just little notes. And like, I'm not like a 8 pages letter kind of thing. Like I will send a little postcard. Like I'll fill it front and back, put it in the mail. Sometimes I'll throw in confetti. I always throw in confetti. I like to decorate the envelope. I have lots of stickers. And this is my season stickers. I love stickers too. We'll have to do a desk tour. And I will just show, my desk drawers are full of things. And I will just have to show you all of my stitching things and all of my stationery things. But yeah, so but I do that. I decorate it with my stickers. I usually will throw in, I like to do something called Currently I'm ... And I don't have my example right here, but I will fill out a little card with all the things that I'm currently doing. So I can do that here. Like, for example, I'll do Currently I'm reading. Currently I'm reading, because we're getting into that. I'm about to start 3 Dark Crowns by, I don't know if it's Kinder or if it's Kindar or Kindare. I'm so sorry. By Kindar Blake. She wrote Anna Dressed in Blood, and the sequel to that, I believe, is Anna Girl of Nightmares. I read both of those a few years ago. I think I was in college or in high school. I read both of those, and I did really enjoy those. But yeah. And then, so this is a new series by her called, like, the 3 Dark Crowns. But one of the prompts in School of Magical Stitches for the extra credit reading is to read a book about triplets. And so I've seen a lot of us are reading 3 Dark Crowns because it features 3 sisters who are triplets. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I would say currently I'm reading 3 Dark Crowns. Currently I am listening to a podcast called Lore. I'm really into it. I'm really far behind. So there's so many episodes, but I'm really far behind. I'm on episode like 128 or something, and there's so many more. Currently I'm drinking coffee. Currently I'm eating nothing. What's the last thing I ate? Probably dinner last night. I haven't had food. But so on. So I have like a little card that's like my cheat sheet, and I will fill it out and I will write things like that. And it's currently I'm reading, eating. I totally went out of order. Like reading, listening, eating, drinking, feeling, loving, needing, wanting, so on. So it's just these fun little things. Because there's a difference. So currently I'm loving this blanket hoodie. Currently I'm wanting this headache to go away. And currently I'm needing to find that ginger snap floss. So things like that. And what am I looking forward to? Currently I'm looking forward to, I am looking forward to this Halloween party. Even if it's a bust, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited. We spent so much time picking out all these little decorations, and I just hope it goes really, really well. But anyways, So yeah, let's talk about books a little bit more. So I said I'm going to start Three Dark Crowns. I will probably start that today since I have time. I am also currently, I'm about 75% done with The Stand by Stephen King. I think I mentioned that last time. I've kind of faltered in and out with it. I feel like at this point I'm just forcing myself to get through it. It's not that I don't like it, it just feels so long. It's really long, and I don't know, I feel like there are definitely like highs and lows where it's like, this is a high point, so I really, really want to pay attention and I'm listening to it and I'm really interested, and then it hits a low and it's just kind of boring and I'm not paying attention. And I still have like 14 hours left of listening time. Yeah. I am also currently listening to 212 by Alafair Burke. It is the third in her Ellie Hatchett series. I have not read the first two. I actually stumbled upon this at work. I have to check it. It was an audiobook that got sent to us as it was damaged or it needed cleaned. So my coworker has cleaned it, and so now I'm checking it by listening to it to make sure that, you know, it doesn't skip, it plays, the sound is fine, everything like that. So I'm listening to this audiobook, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Usually if I have to check a book, I just kind of tune it out, honestly. I put it on, but I don't really pay attention to it. I've done it so many times that I just notice if it skips or if it stops playing suddenly, or if words start like stuttering and repeating. But I don't normally just like listen. But this one actually caught my attention, and so I have been actually paying attention to it, and I really enjoy it. So I might go back and find the first two of the Ellie Hatcher series by Alafair Burke. But it's really good. It's a mystery. It's this detective is called upon and she finds a dead body, and then 4 months later there's another dead body but hang on. She's a detective. She's a homicide detective. She gets called to a murder scene. It's this dead guy, blah, 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 blah. He's like the bodyguard of this really rich dude. The case goes cold because they're getting shut out by the rich guy, blah, 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 blah. 4 months later, this like college co-ed turns up dead and murdered, and then a real estate agent gets murdered, and then somehow, and they figure out they're all connected somehow, and so it's how she's figuring out how they're connected. It's very good. It's very, very good. I like the way it's written. I like the way it's set up. I'm in it to win it. I read and finished, I mentioned it in my first video, I was going to read The Weight of a Soul. It is by Elizabeth Tammy. It is a young adult novel, and it is set in like Viking era Scandinavia, and I wanted to like it more than I did. I read it over the course of like 3 days. It was a quick read, but at the same time, it just felt really bogged down and repetitive. And I got really tired seeing the word weight on like every couple pages. Like, yeah, okay, it's called The Weight of a Soul, but it was like his footsteps were weighted, and he said it in a weighted tone, and it just felt too much. Like it was just trying too hard. Because the whole thing is they're in this Viking clan, and Lena is the chief's daughter, and she has a younger sister named Fressa, and then suddenly one day Fressa turns up dead, and they have no idea why. There's no wounds or anything like that, but she's dead, and then Lena, it goes on this like rampage to bring her back, and like makes a deal with the underworld goddess and all this stuff to bring her sister back. And the premise sounds fantastic. Like it sounds awesome. Like, what would you do to get the most important person in the world back? You know, like what would you sacrifice to bring your sister back, or brother, or your child, or your husband or wife, or, you know, whatever, your best friend. And it's all about her journey of like self-discovery and dealing with this, and it just had so much promise and so much potential, and I just feel like it didn't live up to it. The characters were great, but I really struggled with Lena herself. I just felt like she jumped from emotion to emotion, and like the whiplash from trying to keep up with her was too much, but it wasn't consistent. Her grief was very, very real and well done. I lost my father recently, and I am still dealing with that grief, and some days are better than others, but reading the description of the way she was dealing with her sister's death was so raw and so real, and I was like, yes, that's how it is. That's what it is when you lose a family member like that. But then she does all these things and it doesn't match up. Like she's still in this weird like despair, but then she does some things and the emotional response is not what it should be, and it's disconnected. Anyways, I could keep talking about this, but I'm not going to. But yes, I read that for School of Magical Stitches as well. I read it because I wanted to, but then I made it work for School of Magical Stitches. The word search, it had the word power in it multiple times, but it also had the word envy, and so I chose the word envy and I used that. I took a picture of the page it was in and wrote the sentence down. Blah, 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 blah. That's where I am. So now, yeah, I'm going to start that and hopefully knock it out in a couple days, aka by this weekend. Yeah, because this is for the like bonus, like now who's stuttering? The read a book with the triplets is the alternate book. So if you didn't want to read the required reading, which was The Odd Sisters by Serena Valentino, you could use to do this instead because it's worth the same amount of points in that group. Or a lot of people like me will choose to do both. So I went ahead and read The Odd Sisters at the beginning of the month, and now I'm reading this as well because it's just more points. Like, it's just extra points. Why not? And it's just for fun because I'm a reader. I love to read, so I was like, yeah, I'll just read, whatever. So that's that. But yeah, we're going to pause for today. So, it was great to see you again. Thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed and everyone who has been here and has stuck it out through the end and watched and has encouraged me along the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please don't hesitate. Reach out to me in the comments here, or if you're in some of those Facebook groups and you find me, hit me up. Ta-da! I'm going to go. Happy stitching, happy reading. Hope you have a great day, a great life, a great week. And I will talk to you guys soon.